brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Oh, these brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Paul with Spheric Reptiles, and I thank you so much for tuning in to how you can actually take your snakes, whether you're selling them or not, and you can transfer them from your average snake that you have to a really good professional looking photo using something like a Lightbox. I know there's a lot of different setups, but I think that this is one that I really wanted to share a video on because we use it as we're starting to launch our product and getting an account on Morph Market and everything by the end of the year. But for this video, I'm going to really show you how this product, how it sets up really easy. And if you look in the description below, you can see where I got this from on Amazon. I'm going to put a link down below in the description. But this is the Puluz, I think it's Puluz 16 by 16 soft light box. It does have lights on 3 different sides, so you get no shadows on your photos. And the best thing of all is you get to take professional looking photos without using a professional camera and maybe just using your iPhone like I'm using now. All right, so right out the box, this is how the Puluz 16 by 16 comes. You see that I'm gonna take it out. Normally I have this is how I store it and everything, but this is probably the easiest way for me to keep track of it. You see the instruction manual that comes with the Lightbox. It has really good instructions. I mean, so if you need that type of thing, the power cord, I put that rubber band around. It has like a little foam insert that goes over the knob to protect it. The light sheets or the backgrounds are the things that actually got me to do it. So you have the green one. So if you have any type of other type of technology that could use a green screen, but you see also there's beige, black, and white. And I'll go from black to white. And I'm just experimenting right now with what we use because I want to use one consistent theme. When we're assembling it, normally I'm not behind the camera. Of course, you know, I have that, but this one part is a part I'd never really used, but if you wanted to totally put something inside of a box, it has that foil covering that would reflect light as well to further eliminate shadows. And as I try to clumsily assemble this thing for you, I mean, it gets really easy when you're not trying to video it, but it has the 3 sides basically. So it has that top part, and then it has the 2 parts in my hand on the sides, and there's lights for each one, but everything assembles with Velcro, so it's really easy. There's LEDs in there, and that's a full panel of LEDs on that side. Of course, if I can get to it over here, there's a full panel of LEDs on this other side as well. And those make up the side walls that come up to the top. And the only other thing that I would have to do is, as I'm flipping it over, and you can see how the bottom is that one base. And this top part, as I'm trying to pull it open right here, you see there's Velcro attaching it as well because that's something that would keep that LED from shining right down, further making it a soft box. Now, if you want a harder light, you can remove that and it would work. But to put these lights in to where they can stay away, there's a little tab in front of each one of the lights. And you just pull that tab up and you insert that plate in there, and you can see from the side as I'm about to do this next one, as I lift this up. So that's the underside that I was telling you about. But if you actually look at that tab that I just pulled up right there, that hard plastic piece with the LED slides right in there, and it doesn't do anything but the fabric holds it inside, and then you do the other side as well. And they stay in there pretty firmly, guys. I mean, they won't pop out or anything like that. Of course, you know, if you're not trying to video it again, it'll probably be a lot smoother. But so you bring up that one side and hook up the back to the side with Velcro, and I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side. And the last thing is I will scoot it back and then push that down to the top. So that's basically the Lightbox right there. And you could do a lot of things with just that Lightbox, but remember those inserts. And so that's the next part that we'll talk about. These cords that come out, each one of the LEDs has a cord that has to be plugged into that power supply. So I'm gonna grab the power supply and go ahead and plug these in. There's a knob on there to control the intensity of the light, which I'll get to show you a little bit later, but I'm just gonna unravel all this, and I want you guys to think about the type of things that you would put into a light box. So this is 16 by 16, so you can't really put in anything that's over 2 feet, right? You gotta stay within the limits of the box. So if you need a larger box, one thing that I have to caution you to is be aware of the size things that you'll be videoing, and get the appropriate size box. But a light box will work well for a lot of different applications. They use them all the time in photography, right? So, and we'll use this in photography and film, and you can see the intensity with the knob as I go from up to down. And just play with that and just try to see what works best for you under your circumstances and your conditions and the things that you'll be photographing. You'll get to see it. Like, you'll shoot a video and see that, oh, that didn't work well with that one, or it worked better with the other one, and different types of things. For this, I'm using the black background, because if I use the white in this situation, I just thought that you wouldn't be able to see how I'm assembling it. It doesn't matter which one you use, but for demonstrative purposes, I'm using this black background. I'm gonna try to get it in. There's a piece of Velcro there that will adhere that or secure it in there to keep it from falling down. You know, that's the one part that doesn't quite fit exact. Maybe I should cut the edges of the vinyl sheet, and that way I can just slide it straight up in there without having anything get in the way. But then there's a small little plastic tab in the bottom that secures it and keeps it from falling. It's kind of still bubbly at the back. That's because I'm just really trying to get this video shot. But here's one of the snakes that I shot the other day on a white background. I shoot a video and then take still shots, but at the end of the day, that's what works for me. So I'm gonna put in one just for this video, and this is a leopard spot-nosed clown, or AKA a Batman clown that we hatched out. And I just want you guys to see how I'm actually gonna video it. And so in the beginning, you see how it's kind of grainy and not clear, but one of the things that you can do is you can use your smartphone and adjust the focal rate. Tap on the center of the screen in cinematic mode, then you can play with that focal strength or that focal length, and you can actually focus just on your center point, and then you can see how the pin on the outside is going to be a little bit blurry. So that's the same thing I'm doing with this snake here, is I tapped on the center of my screen, cleared it up in cinematic mode, and now I'm taking clear videos of just the animal. Everything else would be kind of blurred. I want the focal point just to be on this animal. As you just saw this video and you saw the snakes that I videoed in between, and at the end, I actually put one in at one of our Batmans or our leopard spot-nosed clowns. You can use any product, but for this case, I'm using snakes because that's what I wanted to get the light box for. Again, it's a Puluz 16 by 16 soft light box. They don't sponsor me. This is just a product that I use and one that I feel really confident in asking someone to get, because the price point is at or below $100. And for any type of digital camera equipment that's at that price point, I think it's something that you would actually like. I really feel confident in this because I looked at a lot of them before. But with nothing else, guys, if you like this type of content, please let me know by liking and subscribing to the videos. And then if you've used this and maybe you got some tips, please share those comments as well. And if there's not anything else to do, guys, still, this is all for the love of reptiles. So enjoy that time you spend with your reptiles. And please, 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 I keep begging you, cherish that time that you have with your families. Thank you.